It will answer that question that you ask. It will answer that question that you ask. Most of the questions have already been answered, and they are outside there for all of us. But sometimes we can't get across them, or sometimes maybe we forget. So I want to play a video to answer that very question. If you are there, please pay attention and listen to this very video I'm about to play. This video is a response to that. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Those are things that we need to clear. All these politicians, they claim what they are not. They want to take glory where they are not supposed to take glory. And sometimes they inject themselves into an issue just to be relevant. And when we see such kind of attitude, when they come with it, we need to puncture their tire immediately. So I want you to pay attention and listen carefully as I will play this very video that answers that very question. If Abaribe was the one that released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and why?
Sense about those that stood shorty for me. I will deal with that later on, because our people don't understand. They don't understand the politics of the zoo. They don't understand how they play their game, but we know. The people that got me out of custody is IPOB with the grace of the Most High Elohim, not any politician. It was the same politicians that actually went and told their Fulani masters to keep me in custody. I know all of that. The only reason why they got involved was to craft a very stringent bail condition so that they will be able to control me, not knowing that I am uncontrollable. I am driven by my conscience to do that which is right by my people, to ensure that Biafra is restored, nothing more, nothing less. That was why they came. Some of you don't even know that a senator is not supposed to be a shorty for somebody. You don't know that, do you?
I hope these have answered your question, Deje Daga. And this is what they are still planning to do again. You see them when they are going to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu like pilgrimage. When they are going to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu like pilgrimage, once in a while they say, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they go back. They just want to make themselves relevant. Some of them come and say, give me Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me, I want to stand shorty for him. These people has no right. The law of Nigeria says that they have no right to stand a shorty for anybody. No senator, no governor, government official has the right to stand a shorty for anybody. That is what the Nigerian law says. But in order to control Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they begin to push these people into it. And some of them will come and claim, oh, we are the one that brought him up. I hope that very question has been answered and will not be asked again. So let us go to our beloved sister, Madam Origin. Please take the mic and speak to us. You're welcome, Madam Origin. If you're there, unmute yourself and speak to us.
As the chooks, there were.
You're welcome, my sister.
Also, I greet my fellow contributors, Madam Ojugun, there were. Ocean Master, Mr. Greg. I greet everyone, and I greet all well-meaning Biafrans and all other Biafrans, because we will never sideline them, the bad and the ugly, the ones that, we are all Biafrans. Yes. So I greet everyone.
Sister. Welcome, my sister.
Thank you. Mr. Chuk's survival, your testimony today is what brought me in. And I want to use this opportunity to thank you for your resilience, the fact that you've been here. That's when I say to people, when you are awake, stay awake. Now I see someone that has been awake since, is it 2015? Your resilience and your consistency is what paved way for people like us that are here now and are going to help continue. That incident that happened that nearly took the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the vibrations and all that happened, it was not captured, but it now lives in the heart of the people that experienced it, the heart of the people that saw it firsthand and internalized it. Because why I'm saying this is I had a friend that lived in Umuahia that said the son looked out of the window and saw how these army were mopping down youths, picking their body and throwing it into the Black Maria, died, dead, and thrown in. By now, that child will have been maybe, if not in their late 20s, it will be early 30s.
Exactly.
And he's internalized that. And they come here and they, like the one that is talking like a grasshopper, that is reading the script they gave to him and is trying to, pretend. These people, it is in their hearts. It is in their, I keep using this English. Everybody, please pardon me, but I must use it. It is in their very before that 50 million Biafrans opted to leave that contraption. If that is not a slap, I don't know what else. I think they should be out of shame, just give up. Just zuzu away. And the rest of the 20 million is either they are constrained or they didn't know it happened. Of everyone that is seen that is called a Biafran has already left mentally, emotionally, except that the contraption being what it is, the heavy hand. And when you talk about hell, I don't know where else hell is. If anybody wants to talk about hell, when they make a picture of that contraption, they can give a very vivid illustration of what hell can be or look like. And let me address the man, because when the man that said, I have been in office for 3 years plus, and all the arrests he made of criminals were that 99.99% were Igbo youths, not Fulani headsmen. Why wouldn't it be Igbo youths? Because he never dared to go where the camp of the Fulani headsmen. He dare not.
Exactly.
Who born and go there? They are the ones that they go and round up these young boys that have no job, that they have made helpless, hopeless, jobless, and they go and reassure them that they are going to give them a job, only to expose them. And then when they teach them brutality, teach them how to brutalize their neighbors and all of that, and they are not ashamed. I always draw strength and inspiration from the scripture, which is what I read most. Is one of, and in the time when the children of Israel were in under slavery, which is what anybody that is in that contraption. Hello, don't pretend. Or if you didn't know, I am now speaking to people inside that contraption. If you didn't know you were under slavery, let me kind of give you a snippet of what happened in the life of the children of Israel. They were eating lentils, they were eating cucumbers, they were not starved. Unfortunately, the slavery inside that contraption is worse because people can't even find food to eat. The people under slavery in Egypt, they had what they call the senior slaves, which is what this man is. They are given assignments. It does not matter what you call it. You can answer a senator, you can answer they will never who born you now? Slave, they give you president, who born you? Now they can answer governors, they can answer village, whatever. But they are given instructions on what to do. That is why they wrote this script to a full-grown man, a professor, a man that, in quotes, he has everything, but he is under slavery as a senior slave boy. That is why they wrote the script to tell him to echo. This is a script because there are other, like I told you, I've made myself, you know how is everybody get a job inside this Biafra fight for freedom. You give yourself a job, you begin to do it. Yes. I go everywhere. He's not the only one that is saying it. If you go to the cluster of the bulldogs from the Institute of Fundamental Lies, which is what I have decided to now call it, because I know that from Ojuso Carlos' mouth, he said he has the multi-billion naira or multi-million naira Media Mogul Institute. And he said, Abati, you know that. Abati, no. They all know. And I believe he is not the only one that has these institutes for fundamental lies, where they feed lies to these people, and they come out and they are talking like grasshoppers, opening mouth and closing, and spewing out scripts that was given to them to read. Because the same way this senior slave boy said he's been in office for 3 years plus, and 99.99% of people that is arrested are his sons and his daughters. What else? That is the same thing when Moses came out and was trying to see how he can help his people. A senior slave boy was beating another slave, and he said, "Don't beat. This is your brother." Now wahala comes start. At the end of the day, Moses had to go on exile because the senior slave boy, that senior slave boy in that as at that time could have been a governor. They may have made him a governor, and because he feels he's a governor, he has the right to do what the slave masters say. And that is what is going on. So when you begin to look at that, and they say a lot of them, I have had one of them, the senior slave boys, say that they ask them to do the buying themselves. If they don't buy their own people, they will now unleash the reintegrated terrorists to come and do the job for them. So it is a catch-22 dilemma. It's a catch-22 a situation. in that contraption. And I thank God that people like you, Mr. Chooks, refuse to back down, refuse to let some people like this senior slave boy to tell your story. Because he would tell the story like the slave master instructed him.
Exactly.
He would say it like that. They would tell them that, that senior slave boy, you won't even, you are freer than him. It does not matter what he tells you he owns. That man is in bondage. Even the people in the village may be freer than him. The ones that are not sure they are going to survive because they don't know when the senior slave boy is going to send the bulldogs to come and attack them. But when the senior slave boy doesn't do it, you don't know what they do to them. When they summon them to the place, you see them running kitty katak. One happened in a situation happened in Ebonyi State. 2 days after, the senior slave boy there came and said, it is the people that are slapping themselves. Said it is the people that burnt their own houses. Said it is the people that tied themselves.
Imagine.
Say it is the people that burnt their church. And now began to compensate the actual people, the children of the slave master that did the thing. That is slavery, as it were. And who will save the people? And people inside that contraption, I don't call them, because a lot of them are so scared and afraid. When the children of Israel came out of the land of bondage they were in, a lot went back, believe me. Ask me how I know. You think those ones that wanted to stone Moses that time, a lot of them were found happier way and went back. So deliverance and freedom is if you have not experienced freedom, it's difficult to fight for freedom. But it is these educations, it is this coming out every day to both sensitize and desensitize the people that will help them see how they can come out. And that's why I said to everyone, if you are awake, stay awake. I believe everyone that is fighting for this freedom, they are called by God to do it. And don't let anybody take your assignment. Don't let anybody derail you. And don't take it upon yourself. You see, all these ones. And to be honest, the ones that are planted, what is that his name? Mr. One of those, I think is an academic doctor, Ononuju, that said, he said he was, a lot of them have intel. They know what is happening, that the former president employed people to be in the struggle, to be in the freedom fighting, to scuttle what is going on, to create confusion, to blackmail the reasonable people. That is why you heard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa said it. He said he does not know why these particular people will begin to fight. People that are ready to help, that he feels they are genuine, and these other ones will start blackmailing them, start throwing them under the bus. It baffled him. Now, sir, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, this is the reason. People were employed, planted to do what they are doing. And those ones, I don't know how to help those ones. So the bottom line is, if you are awake, stay awake. And God will continue to bless these our God-appointed media pichichis. You people are doing a great job. Can you imagine that young man? Maybe we may never know him. That stood, took that live stream. If not for that live stream, nobody would have. They would have really indeed nabbed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes, of course. They would have kidnapped him and deny it at the same time.
And when you go to these media houses, you will cry for Biafra. These bulldogs are real bulldogs. The way if you see how they talk and dismantle our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, back in those days, if you hear what they say, you'll be like, why is this man wicked? This Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he don't too much himself. But when you hear this real story and you hear this man speak, you'll be like, God, what a what? I'll leave it there so that in case anybody wants to say something. Thank you, Mazi Chooks, for this microphone. God bless you.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. May Chukwu Okikabiyama bless you more and more. Thank you for that wonderful, wonderful submission. Before we now go to our conclusion of the day, I want to play this very message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us just listen to this message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for a few minutes before we get into our conclusion.
It is very, very critical that you pay attention. I will take off my glasses and I will have a sip of water before we proceed. We are living through an era of Fulani infamy. Never in the history of governance. The last time what is happening now in the zoo ever occurred in the annals of history was in Spain in the Dark Ages. I did not say the age of it, I said in the Dark Ages. There's a man called El Cid. The Spanish were fighting the Arabs, the Moors. He was a great warrior. He led Spain into battle. He won famous victories over the Arabians, over the Moors. Some of you don't know that the reason why Italians have black hair is basically the Latinos, which is Portugal, Spain, and Italy. The reason why they have black hair is because they are a mixture of Europeans and Arabs. That's why they have black hair, unlike the Swedish, the Germans, and the rest of them. The Arabs were there for nearly 400 years. And when it was time to push the Arabs out, Spain raised the hero. His name is El Cid. The Arabs call him El Cid. E-L space C-I-D. There was a very famous movie by that name, starring Charleston Heston, if you know him. A very famous Hollywood actor. I recommend you go and watch it. That is exactly what the Fulanis are doing. Do you know what happened? El Cid died in battle. He had an arrow shot through his heart. He died. And when they brought him back to the castle, the wife said that he must rise and ride with the king the next day. He was dead. Why did it? Was because if the Arabs know that El Cid is coming to battle, they will become weakened and the Spanish can overrun them. In order to maintain that myth, El Cid that was dead was propped up on his horse, his armor put on him, and he rode into battle. A dead man on a horse riding into battle. So that when the Arabs saw his flag, his banner and his armor, they fled. And the Spanish won the war because of the fear of a dead man. That is what the Fulanis are doing. I recommend after this program, you go and look for the movie and you watch it. El Cid. It was a Hollywood blockbuster in those days. We are living through an era of Fulani infamy, an era of shame and of disgrace, an era where a little boy, barely 30 years old, can be brought out in broad daylight, not hidden. They didn't even disguise this time around to try and get a better mask to put on him, at least to try to convince, or should I say deceive, the gullible 200 million that Buhari is alive. They shamelessly brought out this boy, put him in front of a camera, and television stations, those who claim they are learned, those who claim they're educated, they all sat there watching this charade, watching this disgrace unfold before the whole world. None of them felt any shame, no trepidation, because people are now living through a culture of unprecedented impunity.
Have you ever asked yourself why this very broadcast was not played in a court? Have you ever asked yourself, out of every single accusation against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, out of everything they've accused Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of, this is the one that would have indicted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without the government making any move, without the government stressing themselves, without the judges and the lawyers stressing themselves. Have you asked yourself, why is it that they did not play the script? The accusation that Muhammadu Buhari is late. In this video, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu challenged them and said, I think when he was interviewed by Dele Mahmoud, he told Dele Mahmoud that if you people can prove to me that the man that served as Buhari is Buhari, that he will drop Biafra struggle, he will apologize to the whole world and submit himself to prosecution. This challenge was made in public. The video is still out there. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that this thing was not mentioned? And up to this moment, there has not been any media that took their time to verify on this very fact. My fellow Biafrans, there are so many reasons why whenever you wake up, you will pray not to be part of the zoological republic. So many reasons. And this one is one of it. Why we must leave that zoo by fire, by force.
Simply go to Google and Google it, please. And we are doing that. It's interactive now. We want to do everything together like one happy family. So I am writing, what is the Latin meaning of the word, live of the word black? I'm sorry you cannot see it, I'm not that tech savvy. What's Latin meaning of the word black? What's the Latin meaning of the word black? Black. What is it? Go to your Google and you put it in. We are live and interactive. We have come to the stage whereby if Facebook doesn't shut me down now, they don't shut it down again. Right now, go and Google the meaning of the word black. The Latin meaning of the word black. And bring your Nigerian flag closer. Green, white, green. Bring it close. To tell you where your stupidity started from. What is black? In Latin, it means nigger, negros, or the adjective is nigger. What is that nigger? What I want to tell you what God did, Elohim. I want to tell you why you are black in Africa, all of us. And I want to prove to you that the name Nigeria is cursed. And then after tonight's program, you will see need and reason why Nigeria should not exist. I'm not going to add anything to this. I want to do something. I want to read comments. Somebody should tell me I'm reading If I move to the left, it means I'm checking Radio Biafra. If I'm here, direct, it is my page on Facebook Live. I want somebody to tell me the Latin, Google it, the Latin meaning of the word black. This UG, do you know what it means? It means Negro, number one. The adjective is nigger or Niger. If you look, you think it's Niger State, Niger, Niger, Nigeria. Latin, meaning of the word black. Then we proceed. What does it mean? Those who brought the word black, this Negro and Niger, Nigeria, what did they have in mind? Who are they trying to describe? That's the meaning of the adjective, isn't it? To qualify, to describe something. What is it? Hey, now you are in for a shock. The name Nigeria. It means black, we know. It means something that is dark, we know. It means something that is ill omen, bad luck, ill omen. So Nigeria is bad luck. Not me. Oh. Go to Google. Google self. Who are these people? Self? Nah, I got Google. Who are these people? I have not seen anything here. Oh. I have not seen anything here. Somebody is saying I shouldn't talk about Democrats in America. You see how foolish people are. That the election is pregnant. Black people always afraid to speak the truth. Joe Biden is a racist. We have it on record. Forget all the nonsense in South Africa was saying about apartheid. He is a conquer racist. I have it here. And we'll find it this time and play it. Go to Google now. Go to Google and find the meaning of the word black. Nobody herself. Are they listen to me or not? Huh? It means Negro. It means Niger. Niger State. Capital Mina. Niger Republic in French. Nigeria. Area of black, useless people. And what does it mean? It means ill-omened. It means, Nigeria means pitch black. Nigeria means unlucky. The people that coined the word black and called you nigger, Nigeria. So a name that is banned in America, Negro, is what you're answering in Nigeria. Do you see your life? Do you see? I'm an intellectual. I'm a professor. Those IPOB, they are miscreants. I have 4 degrees from Princeton, from Harvard. Do you know the meaning of your name is ill omen? Omen. Ill omen. Do you know that your name is unlucky? Do you know that? That you are a nigger. You are a Negro. Nigger. And I'm proud to be a Nigerian. That is why if you call me a Nigerian, God, Satan will punish you upon the punishment you have. Thunder will fire you. All of you refer to me as a Nigerian, and God in heaven will punish you and punish your family.
Nah.
Ill omen. Unlucky. Nigger. Negro. That's your name. A name a white man gave to you. A name you're fighting very hard to maintain. Do you see how foolish you are? As a Nigerian? Do you see how foolish you are? Your name means, it's here now, unlucky. It means black, gloomy. It means dismal. Something that is dismal. Hey, obscure, you cannot see it. There is no light. It's obscure. That's the meaning of the word Nigeria. I'm giving it to you now, live and direct. Something you will not hear anywhere else in the world. Here you will hear it. Hey! Now, nigger area. Who named you Nigeria? A racist. What is Niger State? It means unlucky, ill-omened, gloomy, dismal, obscure. I'm from Niger State. We Niger State indigenes. Do you see why blacks are useless? In this, we are useless. God knows we are useless. Blacks are useless. Useless to the core. Nigeria. Look at Niger. They named you Niger Republic for French, Nigeria for English. And I ask you, you that is saying you're from South or Niger Delta. I don't want to go there. Oh, dear me. I want to ask those of you from Obomosho in Yoruba land or from Ijebu-Ode. That is Niger Republic, which means nigger, up near Sudan. You are Nigerian from Obomosho. Are you related by blood? How come? Are you witnessing your stupidity live and direct? Do you see how foolish you are when you call yourself a Nigerian? Do you see how daft you are? You are unlucky. You are ill-omened. You are dismal. You are gloomy. That is your name. And you expect NEPA to give you light. When your name is darkness, you want NEPA to give you light.
How do you?
Hey, Chineke me, unbelievable. What is the origin of the word black? Who originated it? It's from Europe now. It's from Europe. And then let us look at what white means.